State p0lice obtained DNA samples from estranged husband of missing New Canaan mother of 5. Hartford, Connecticut. State police investigating the disappearance of missing New Canaan mother Jennifer Farber-Delos have obtained DNA samples from her estranged husband p0lice Delos, sources have told the Hartford Courant. Investigators also are temporarily suspending a search at Farmington properties associated with p0lice Delos, including his home on Jefferson Crossing, sources said. The searches expect the new developments in the case come after police obtained surveillance video of Delos in a Hartford neighborhood where police conducted an extensive search for evidence Friday, sifting through trash cans and scoring dumpsters for several hours. Farber-Delos, who was separated from her husband and living in New Canaan, disappeared on May 24 after dropping her children off at the New Canaan Country Day School. She and her estranged. Police say there have been no arrests in the investigation, which was continuing at multiple locations Saturday. On Friday at the same time, detectives were at Delos' Jefferson Crossing home serving the warrant to obtain his DNA. Several troopers and K9 dogs were methodically searching trash cans, dumpsters, sewer drains and backyards in the Albany Avenue area for evidence. Sources said Delos and a female companion were taken to Troop L in Litchfield Friday night after police showed up at the Jefferson Crossing home in Farmington that his family used to live in until Jennifer Delos moved to New Canaan with her children and filed for divorce in June of 2017, sources said. Detectives had a search warrant seeking DNA and hair samples. Delos left the house. New Canaan police are investigating Jennifer Farber-Delos' disappearance as a missing persons case in a criminal investigation, New Canaan police lied. Jason Ferraro's p0lice Delos has not commented on the case, but late Friday his divorce attorney filed a notice withdrawing a deposition of Jennifer Farber-Delos that was scheduled for June 10, court records show. The second motion. Until Friday, the search for Jennifer Farber-Delos had centered in New Canaan in the area around her Wells Avenue house and in nearby Wavani Park where her black Chevrolet Suburban SUV was found after she was reported missing. State police detectives have tightened the timeline for when they believe Jennifer Farber-Delos went missing to roughly 4 hours on May 24, sources said. She dropped the children. Jennifer Farber-Delos missed an 11 a.m. appointment that morning, as well as a 1 p.m. appointment, sources said. She was reported. The day after she was reported missing, state police detectives entered the Wells Avenue house and found traces of blood, law enforcement sources said. It appeared the scene, as the search intensified over the last week. Divorce proceedings continued unabated, with attorney Michael Rose, who is representing p0lice Delos, filing a motion seeking a custody hearing because he said the children are under armed guard in the New York City apartment owned by Jennifer's mother and their father has no access to them. Sources said that p0lice Delos went to New York City last Sunday, 2 days after his wife was reported missing, and tried to see his children and was rebuffed by security. On late Friday, the 5 Delos children were set to spend Memorial Day weekend with their father, according to a relaxed visitation schedule a judge issued in March. In a March 20 ruling, Judge Donna Heller changed what had been extremely limited access to the children for p0lice Delos, allowing him every other weekend visits to the home in Farmington where they grew up. The judge changed after several contentious months of hearings, and with reports from therapists and a guardian ad litem. Heller ruled p0lice Delos could have supervised visitation rights with his children that included having the kids every other weekend starting at the end of March. He was allowed to. The court finds it is in the children's best interests that they have regular supervised parenting time with the defendant every other weekend, Heller said. The judge even accommodated the Easter holiday weekend, switching weekends so that the children would spend it with their father and his family. Delos is a Greek. Copyright 2019 The Hartford Courant, Hartford, Connecticut. Visit the Hartford Courant, Hartford, Connecticut. At www. Distributed by Tribune Content Agency, LLC.
Raindrop, truck top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up. park.